Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, we know that finally India is open for tourism. So more and more international traffic is coming in India. So I'm getting a lot of requests to make a video where I can give you information about international to domestic transfer, because a lot of people would have other destinations, not the destination where they actually land. So that's what I'm going to show in this video. So make sure you watch it till the end, and please hit like and subscribe. Alright guys. So when you land, just a few years back, we used to get a form in the flight where you were supposed to give your details, but now that's no longer being done. When you go to passport control, there are two sections, one for Indian passport holders, one for non-Indian passport holders. So because I did not have an Indian passport, so I had gone for non-Indian passport holder section. You will be given a small form. There they will note down your details, and they will also collect your fingerprint and all other things that they want to. And after verifying your details, they stamp your passport and they let you. What they expect you to write is an Indian phone number, because in the form there is a field for Indian a phone number, where if you use your non-Indian phone number, they ask if you have an Indian. That's not mandatory, but that is what they prefer, because I was doing family visit and I said I have my relative's number, so he said okay, put that one. So I put that one and then I entered. Then you pass through those counters, and then you go in, you see there will be a person sitting whose job is to check the stamp on your passport, if you have a stamp on that day or not. Basically he's just going to check if your passport has been stamped or not. That's it. He's not going to verify your details. And then you move out. Then once you move out from there, the next step is to collect your luggage. But before you collect your luggage, you go through this duty free area, where they are gonna try to, there are a lot of people who are gonna come forward from their stalls and try to offer you liquor, chocolates and so many other things. I was not interested, so I just passed. And if you are going to be subjected for any COVID test before you collect your luggage, they are going to tell you. But in my case I was not, but I know some people who went a few weeks before me, and they were traveling through Doha, so they were subjected to. But anyway, that's fine. Then you need to collect your luggage, and there is no fixed time for it, so have some additional time for it. And then you collect your luggage, then you exit the airport. Now before you do this, you need to know that your connecting flight is from which terminal, because in my case I was lucky, it was on terminal 3 itself, but your flight could be from terminal 2, terminal 1. Terminal 2 I think is very near from terminal 3, and there's one terminal 1 as well. So based on that, you have options, like you have metro, you have buses, you can even take other transit services as well. So based on your flight location, domestic flight location, you need to select a suitable transfer. But in my case it was same terminal. So for same terminal, what happens, like once you go out of the custom, there is a section like a board, domestic transfer. So I had to follow that only. So I went out, and before I could exit the custom section, there was an officer who was asking everyone from where they were coming. So I said I was coming from Toronto, so he told me okay, I was good to go. But there were other people who were subjected to additional testing. So I think they have some criteria, but I really don't understand what. So you may or may not subjected to a custom check, but if you are subjected to, have some additional time for that as well, because I saw some people being thoroughly checked. Then I moved out, and I followed the signs, and towards the right side there was one door where an officer was there, to whom I showed my ticket and I shared other details. And he told me like my flight was very early in the morning, so once I enter the terminal, into the area of domestic, I won't be able to come out. I said okay, fine. Anyway, I had nothing to do. I was there at 9:30 p.m. With my flight at 6:30 a.m. So I entered, I went in, I moved upstairs. There's one lift through which I moved upstairs, and the moment you reach upstairs and come out of it, you find out, yeah, you are in India, because you see people all around. Yes, that gave me the clear picture. Yeah, I was in India. At that time I got the real feeling. Anyway, so few tips I would like to share. First of all, have additional time with you based on the terminal. Even if your next flight, domestic flight, is from the same terminal, have at least 5 to 6 hours, because you really don't know that how much time it's going to take. When I went, like the queues were very less, but now with more and more international traffic resuming, you may find even larger queues. So have some time for that. Same thing for luggage, same thing for custom check. You don't know how long it's gonna take, so have additional time with you. Then go for the domestic clearance, and then even for domestic you need to stand in the queue, and then you have to go through security check once more. And Delhi airport is a huge airport. Like even for domestic transfer there were like so many gates, like I had to walk a lot. It was like a big airport, so make sure you have additional time and you don't get any last minute surprise. But yes, Delhi airport, I admire like the facilities they have. Like at every gate you have washroom and other facilities, food and all. There is no shortage of it. You will find stalls and other facilities everywhere. Like that's a world class airport, no problem at all. Then you move ahead and then you can catch your flight. So the key is to have additional time. That's really important. So thanks for watching this video. I'll keep you guys updated.